Everything's working, except I don't have. Why is the game not showing? Why is the game not here? Okay. It, I'm the Yuri now. I get to kiss the hot lady. I'm pretty sure that's technically me. I am. Sherrybot's here. We now have moderation, which is nice. Is the game loud to anyone else? I have a feeling it's louder than last time. I think it's working. My ass did not prepare for this stream at all. I just know I reminded myself that y'all got me hot Yuri, and I was like, yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. I don't even have like my phone ready with a charger, which is fun. So not sure how long I can actually sustain the whole chat thing. Again, this whole video is just gonna be with chat. So where the fuck did I even put my phone? We're starting off great today. I don't know where I put my phone, which I need for my stream manager. I think I left my phone not in this room. And I already started my stream. So I guess I'll be switching between OBS and the dating sim today. That's normal. That's fine. I don't want to deal with going downstairs right now. Right. We are gonna be playing Yuri Time, aka Cage of Roses. Why is no one here, by the way? I'm like, I opened my server for a second because I want to make sure the notification got sent. There's like 5 reactions on stuff. I just put and no one's here. Okay, this is city. Cage of Roses, yeah. I'm not sure if I want to start with some yapping. Why is my OBS is like not handling the Yuri. Why the fuck? Where's my stream information tab? There we go. Doing great today. It's very well organized. Definitely well organized this today. Well, Sarabot's here. The stream should be working, I think. It's probably fine. So yeah, I don't have a stream manager today, I guess that's gonna be normal. And I will be restarting. I know we played a little bit last time, but you know, exhaustion. Y'all literally got me this game to sleep, so I will just literally be restarting it, which I don't mind. I like having the full story here. But make it slightly bigger. I think we have the make me smaller, make her bigger, make them bigger. They deserve all this screen space. Now it's like the right size for chat. So am I live? I'm like Saribot's here, but for some reason my counter, my stream, I have like a separate stream manager on my OBS. It says I'm not here. Uh, I'm gonna have to tag my mod just to see if I'm live. Can someone if it works? It says it's frozen on OBS. Add message on OBS, not Ion. 40 people? Yeah, fuck it. Chad knows what they got into. Y'all know what happens when you give me a Yuri game. You're gonna be tagged. I do want to know if it's working though, because it's legit just saying 0 viewers, 0.02 minutes, and it's not updating. Like, I refresh my stats twice. I don't know why it's not updating the amount of time alive. Which makes me a little bit worried. If anyone's here, let me know. Just so I know it's working. For now, I will be starting the game. I'll mute Discord because I don't want to torture y'all. Wait, actually, did I do the sound thing right? Yes. Okay, let's go. We are restarting. Faster, Michael, faster! You have to keep moving or else. Oh god, they're gaining on us! Micah ran through the forest as quick as her legs could carry her, but given how exhausted she felt, was not very. She tried to obey Henny's orders, fearful both of letting her friend down and of the shadowy figures who pursued them, but her body refused to listen. Her legs felt numb and insensible, as unfeeling as marble, but far, far weaker. It was through nothing save sheer force of will that she was able to keep going, for all her strength had already abandoned her. Though Micah continued to run, staggering blindly through the fog, she feared it was already a lost cause. She was but a young woman, slender and while not very short, quite unaccustomed to exerting herself. She was not like Henny, who'd spent her days on her hands and knees, polishing the floors and blackening the fireplaces. Micah's fingers were white as ivory, while Henny's were red raw through the meaning demanding. The meaning demanding. Oh, what the fuck is this tongue twister? Sorry, I love right. This is such a tongue twister. What the hell? Mike's fingers were white as ivory, while Henny's were red, raw through the meaning demanding often physical labor. There we go. Mike's lungs, meanwhile, were straining from the agonizing effort of running. Never before had she known the act of merely existing could be so exhausting. Mike, please! You need to hurry, quick, Mike! Henny reached back to hold of Mike's hand, her coarse, short fingernails digging into Mike's palm. Henny was gripping so tightly it hurt, but Micah knew. What did Micah knew? We're gonna have the fucking me pressing the wrong mouse button again, aren't we? That's gonna be fun. That's gonna happen like 15 times. That's do not trust me with a mouse, I guess. Hannah was gripping so tightly it hurt, but Micah knew should she lag behind, she would find herself in far greater pain than this. Micah recalled how her father had looked back in the carriage, his eyes wide, his face unusually pale. Micah had never seen her father look so scared before. He was a tall, imposing figure of a man, dashing even in his early 50s, who was accustomed to issuing orders. Back? Oh, I can't. Oh, that's neat. I can go back if I fuck up pressing buttons, which apparently I suck at. That genuinely, how the fuck do I suck this badly at it? Like it's like do not press a button. What do I do? Right mouse button. Press a button. What do I do? Not press a button. Brain. I'm very quickly. No one's reacting, so I'm gonna quickly open my screen just to make sure it's working. Uh, oh, I fucked up. That's not Twitch. Yes, that. Okay, real quickly, just gonna check my stream because I'm a little worried about it not working today. It's legit saying 2 minutes still. I know, people are here. What? Twitch Twitch was like, you're gonna be doing Yuri? You want to kiss girls? How about no? How about you go fuck yourself, I guess. Or maybe not literally, but like it's not being generous to me. Right, I'll leave internet open for y'all so I can actually see if stuff is working, and then I don't have to keep bothering you. Mike had never seen her father look so scared before. He was a tall, imposing figure of a man, dashing even in his early 50s, who was accustomed to issuing orders, not receiving them. Micah followed her father immovable, much like the oak tree which shielded her. Much like the oak tree which shielded her family's mausoleum, a tree which had stood there for longer than the crypt itself. To my grandfather it seemed like a force of nature, one which was impossible to argue with or get the better of. This superstition had been turned on its head earlier that night, however, in a mere handful of minutes. For all of his bluster, Mike's father was only human. He was made of flesh and blood, just like Mike. And when cut, he bled. He bled a lot, in fact. All over the... My laptop just started making a weird noise. That's not the normal noise. Are you... Laptop? Laptop? I know lesbians, I know they're hot, but like, calm the fuck down. Sorry. Okay. Apparently I'm getting sick. That's normal. Too much Yuri, must sneeze, I guess. Or someone's yapping about me. If you're yapping about me, that's okay. I can deal with sneezing when you're yapping. Wait, no, is that... That's ear tickling. What was sneezing? I don't know what sneezing was, but I'm sure it's fine. You bled a lot, in fact, all over the plush upholstered seats of the carriage and onto the floor. His fine clothes had been stained black with the stuff, and the air had stung of it, sharp and metallic. Micah could smell her father's blood on her even now, as she and Henny raced through the forest. She couldn't forget it, however much she wished to. Oh, if only the event of the night had been nothing more than a bad dream. Micah wished that the fog would clear and she would awake, her eyelids fluttering, to discover herself sitting once more in her bed, in her home, the room flooded with pale sunlight. Micah! But Mike's surroundings did not shift. The trees continued uh, to press in about her as she thought they meant to eat her alive. Their shadowy pursuers were beginning to close in on them. Micah knew she had no hope of outrunning them. She was flagging, her heart hammering in the base of her throat. What would happen when... Mike was not so optimistic to hope for an if. When they caught her. What would they do to Henny? The thought was almost more than Mike could bear. It'd been bad enough to lose her parents, but to lose Henny too? Why, she had done nothing wrong. Unlike Micah, Henny was no lady. She was just a maid. She was only being targeted because of her relationship to Micah and her family. Had Henny been traveling alone, she would have passed through the forest quite unscathed. It wasn't as though Henny had any valuables upon her person that rewarded the effort of pilfering. Henny! Micah appealed to her maid, between sharp gasps of air which pierced her lungs as keenly as knitting needles. Please, let go, leave me be. I'm just slowing you down. I don't care. What the fuck was that accent? What? Girls kissing, yeah. Girls kissing, but also my accent sucks ass, so we keep praying for girls kissing. I just open. Sorry, I have like no phone today for Stream Manager. Ooh, toxic Yuri, exactly. I'm pretty sure it's vampire romance. I have no clue, I'm gonna be honest, but I thought it was vampire romance. I just know the girls were hot. That that's kind of all I saw, and then I saw it was girls kissing, and I was like, yeah, yeah. Okay. No, that's not having my phone as Stream Manager sucks ass. Oh wait, okay. I just thought I saw it. Fuck yeah, the best reason to read Yuri, exactly. Girls hot, must kiss. But my laptop is being really fucking weird about stuff because for some reason it decided that the AI effect has taken place again, which it shouldn't be doing. So it's like struggling with me having 4 programs. Oh wait, I have Firefox open. Never mind. The AI is open, which sucks, but also I had Firefox open. Which, yeah, that makes sense, that's an issue. Probably shouldn't have Firefox open while also having OBS open. I remember my previous laptop would be fucking dead, and I'm like here just like casually doing it. Back to Yuri. I don't care, I'm not leaving you behind. But there aren't any buts. I told you I won't leave you, now let's keep running. Mike wanted to run. Really, she did, but her body had already begun to give in. Her heart might have been pumping fit to burst at the base of her throat, but her legs were weak, despite the excess blood which filled her, and her hands and knees felt cold and clammy. She is not holding her hands, but okay. She had exhausted all of her energy simply in escaping from the garage where her she had exhausted all of her energy simply in escaping from the carriage where her parents' bodies lay. Now she would die, only a few hundred paces away from their final resting place. Would her mutilated carcass be discovered in days, hence taken back to her family's home? Would she and her parents be embalmed and sealed away within their mausoleum? Micah did not much like this thought. Her family's mausoleum was a terrifying place full of somber stone angels and spiderwebs. It was quiet, being situated among tall trees, but its quietude was not at all relaxing. Its, qu- its quiet was the deep, fathomless silence of death. Micah did not want to die. She knew not how she would continue to live on, with both her parents slaughtered before her very eyes. But she did not want to succumb as they had, in this forest full of fog. She wanted to go on living, for her sake and for Henny's, though not necessarily for Walter's. God, they're getting close. We need to keep running. Come on, Micah. But like the guttering flames of a candle, the last of her energy had been expended. Mike's foot caught in a tangled tree roots, which jutted from the ground like a bear trap, and she fell. Her hand, which was slick with sweat, slipped free from Henny's. She reached out, searching for her loyal mate through the fog, but to little avail. Micah! Henry's voice echoed in Micah's ear, shrill and frantic. Micah's heart juttered in her chest, hard as though meaning to stop altogether, but it did little good. Her head smacked against the ground with a dull and anticlimactic thud. Mike's teeth bit against her tongue. She tasted copper. Her vision swam. Micah, oh God, Micah, get up! Please, get up! And then she was dead. We killed Micah, the lesbians are gone. We have no more main lesbian, I guess. And then everything went black. Act 1, the night that never ended. Yo, we're getting there. Act 1. I gave you a fucking cliffhanger last time, didn't I? Chad, who's excited for Act 1? Who's excited for Act 1? There's two people here, it says, so who's excited? Wait, that's just living in the art. Oh oh my god. No, no, the Arctic night ends in a few months. I'm excited for Act 1. Hell yeah, good news though, I'm ending stream right now. Where's my ending stream? I am not eating right now. I am though I'm not eating right now. I'm asking who's excited. What what do you mean you're not eating? Um, please. OBS is frozen. That's fun. I love OBS just deciding not to work. Please. Are we gonna be working? Although I am eating, sorry, I read not eating. I am excited. I can watch and eat at the same time, ma'am. Good job. I'm so glad you can. OBS is now frozen though, which is an ever so slight issue. Are we back? It- Are we back or we chilling? Okay, are lesbian time or you're back? Yay! I don't trust it to fair, but also like so yeah, that's why I think I'm gonna give y'all like 50, 15 bucks, euros? I don't know. Perfect comedic timing? What? What do you mean comedic timing? It went out as you explained. It did. On my end, it's saying it's perfectly normal. I mean, I don't think it's being weird. So how about Yuri times? It's cutting in and out. I know. Isn't that fun? Sorry about the flashing lights. But yeah, that's fun, right? It's not like you can still hear me while it's on the no camera screen. It's not like it's not like it's not animated like it should be. I have an emergency button because I know this game has an NSFW patch. I don't have it installed, but also I don't know if the game is like anything non YouTube slash Twitch safe. So I have an emergency button, which I just think is really fucking funny. It's just a case of me panicking and switching to OBS, and then I can turn it on. So yeah, that's just in case something happens. But then y'all know in advance that if that screen does pop up, it's not a crash. It's a case of the game is giving me a little bit too much spicy lesbianism. Which I thought a fun way to introduce it would just be scaring y'all with my Wi-Fi being shit. I like being a little silly sometimes, most of the time. So yeah, we are we are now with Micah in a prison cell apparently. Also, didn't she have brown hair the last scene, or am I colorblind? She had brown hair last scene, right? Am I going insane? I can't go further back. Oh my god. I I love when I'm like, oh cool, someone messaged something and it's just, oh cool, sorry about ban them. Guess that's another bot. Neither never ends. What? Mike was greeted upon walking by a dog-crushing pain that gripped her skull like a vice. A brackish taste akin to pond water filled her mouth, and with one hand clapped to her head she coughed. Mike's body shuddered, her lungs burned. It took a minute before her coughing fit subsided, but once it did, Mike began to glance uneasily around her surroundings. She hoped that her immediate surroundings might shed some light upon her predicament, but her hopes were in vain. Mike had no idea where she was. The floor upon okay. The floor upon which she was sitting, but was she sitting on the floor of all things? Oh, why? I Dyslexia time, I guess. What was deleted? Oh, cheap viewers bullshit. You know, the advertisement thing. That's usually my moderator would get that, but you know, don't have moderators here. Hi, Liam. Welcome to the stream. We are committing Yuri by being kidnapped. Why the fuck did you start playing Satisfactory? You ask me how's the Yuri, and I just see you opening Satisfactory. Come on, occurrence, yeah. Kidnapping's quite normal. That's how all Yuri goes. It's fun. I know, but like during my stream, damn rude. Kind of rude of you, Liam. Why was she sitting on the floor of all things? It was made of stone, which felt hard and cold and uncompromising. The walls, too, were made of stone, as was the ceiling, which felt very far away. A wooden cot was pushed up close against one of the walls, but it was so steeped in the shadows Micah could scarcely, scarcely? Micah could scarcely make it out. There was a chamber pot lying by the cot, which he did not care to examine too closely. Its rim and sides were stained with caked on filth. Ew. Oh, ew, what the fuck? Eh, I don't like that sentence. It's fun. Listen, I'm in the satisfactory throes. I'll close satisfactory. You don't have to. Just, I think it's silly that it's like, how's the Yuri instantly open satisfactory? Like, go trans lesbians, but also like, really? Instantly? A truly unpleasant odor exuded from the chamber pot, which made Micah's I did not need that description. It was fortunate that she had no immediate desire to relieve herself, for she has no wish to use this commode. Okay, thank you. All the player characters in Satisfactory are girl. I know, it's trans Yuri, I know. Issues Yuri possible. Fair, but also like Yuri game. Consider Yuri game. Quick examination of the room, though really it was more like a cell, showed Micah that, save for the cot and the chamber pot, it was utterly desolate. There was no other furniture to be seen, no shelves or cupboard, nor even a proper bed. There was no mirror either, so Micah could not see her, herself, but perhaps this was a blessing in disguise. Girl, you're still hot, don't worry, we just saw you. You were really hot. Mike doubted she would be at her best given she was in so much pain, and she was so very exhausted. She was so cold she could feel goosebumps rippling across her flesh, and her teeth were chattering badly. Yeah, look, she looks fine. She has my fuck ass little like bags under her eyes and everything. She looks good. Mike wound her arms about the middle and shivered sadly. It's not only the chamber pot that stunk, the very air itself was rank, heavy with the stench of unwashed bodies and general decay. This room, no, She was sure this was a cell, reeked of death. Why'd she come to such a place? What had happened to her? Micah could remember sitting alongside her mother and her father in a carriage as it bore them through the forest, and then, there, in this most pivotal of moments, her memory failed her. Micah could recall nothing else. Had her parents been there, they would give had their had her parents been there, they would have given her instructions. They always seemed to know what Micah ought to be doing at any given time. But we are having this struggle of me wanting to press buttons. I'm so sorry. But they were not there, and neither was Annie. Micah was all alone. Annie had been with her, Mike was certain, before. Before what? Why could she not remember anything? Oh, Micah thought sorrowfully. If only she was made of stone, then perhaps her head would not hurt so much. She really did feel that her skull might explode. Not from the pain, though the pain still remained, but from raw, unbridled fear. Mike had often dreamed of stealing away from her parents' home to embark upon a brand new life, unfettered by expectations. But she had never wished for this. Tears began to trickle down Mike's cheeks in crystalline droplets. They scored tracks in the dirt which caked her cheeks and dropped one by one to the floor. Her head bowed, fingers played against the stone. Micah sobbed until... What? What's going on there? A soft voice broke from amongst the teeming shadows. Is it Henny? Let it be Henny. Henny, let it be Henny. Let it be Henny. I shall eat the first rat I see in that cell. You what now? I mean, fair enough if you need food, but okay. Yummy. Okay. Enjoy. Micah could not see the speaker. She could scarcely see at all, given the darkness. Now her own tears. And now her own tears. But she recognized its familiar cadences. The voice belonged to Henny. She's here. We're gonna be okay. Mike's dear friend was here too. In his stone cell which smelled of death, and though Micah feared for Henny, she could feel relief bubbling up inside her. She was not alone after all. Henny? Micah crawled forward on her hands and knees, being too exhausted to stand, and stared into the shadows. Henny, is that you? Micah! Yay! A shaft of moonlight spilled through the singular barred window. Hewn? What the anyone know English? What the fuck does hewn mean? I I don't know this word. Hewn high into the wall of their cell, and finally Mike was afforded a view of her mate. Though christened Henrique, Mike had always called her beloved mate Henny. Henry, why the fuck do I have like male names technically? Sorry, this is like my Dutchess brain. But Henrik and Micah, are like very masculine names to me. I don't know why that is. Like Henny is a girl's name, but yeah, okay, that's might just be the Dutch brain speaking. I don't really care about the names, honestly. Like the creator chose them for a reason and stuff, but it's it's just something I noticed. Like place, I think. Just see I'm through the definition of search. Maybe Henry is just a shortened form of Henriette. Her name's Henny with two N's. Her christening name is Henriette. Henrique. Like that. Those are Henny to me is a feminine name. Henrique is to me a very masculine name. And Micah, I know it's a girl's name in English. I'm pretty sure it's a boy's name in a lot of languages, though. So I don't know because Henny is like the one the only name I know that's also a female name in Dutch. I've met men named Micah. No way, that's Micah. Sorry, my brain's like erroring with the names a bit. I do like the names though. They fit the characters. Don't get me wrong. Henny was not smiling now, however. She was sitting upon the wooden cot which Mike had first spied, her head bent. Getting a zoom in starting on her chest is a choice. I like that. Good names, yeah. Henry's face. Now I'm fucking up. Henry's face looked woefully weary, and it lost much of its usual pinkness. Her apron was white, now stained and sullied with dirt. Henry's shoes had been black and sensible, but now they were mired in filth, and her socks were rucked up about her ankles. Henny's hands, which she held at her front, were trembling like those of a woman thrice her age. So, like 60? She looked at an awful sight, but Mike knew she could hardly have been any better herself. Henny's hair might have been a mess, but at least she kept it short. There was not so very much of Henny's dark tresses to be worked into a state of disorder. Micah's own hair, meanwhile, was very long and curly, and though she had it worn in the chignon, she could now feel it straggling loosely about her shoulders. Chat, what the fuck's a chignon? 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 Hot none? You're fucking it? I fuck everything. For all I know, Mike is just an alternate spelling of Mike a la tragedy. Tragedy. I mean, no. We have. So, I'm gonna type in chat for once. How do you spell it? Chignon, like on the screen. But I know Micah, Micah, Mike, um, Mike. So those are the ones I know that's kind of similar, which to me are all like male names. But yeah, just a hairdo. But what kind of hairdo? What kind of hairdo is this? I'm gonna Google it. I'm curious. Oh, it's like a tight bun. Oh, it's like the tight bun you see married women with on their wedding day. To be fair, I don't expect that to hold very well if you're running. Also, in the prologue, it did not look like that, like a loop bun. Yeah, it did not look like that in the preview scene though. The back of her neck prickled. Okay. The back of her neck prickled, either from the cold or from this large hairpin or two. Perhaps that's why Henry stared at Mike so. When she had regained her own sense of equilibrium, as though she had seen a ghost. My God, Micah! Henry looked so alarmed, Micah felt almost ashamed. Mike was no stranger to shame. She felt it frequently, in fact, when she was with her mother, but it rarely raised its ugly head in Henny's presence. Since Micah's girlhood, Henny had been her one staunch, steadfast companion. She was the only person Mike knew who took Mike for who she was, rather than wishing, often loud to her face, that she could be more appreciative, more amenable, more effusive, more like a lady and less like herself. Oh God, girl's traumatized. You know, being kidnapped might actually be the best for Micah. Just the suspicion that it might be the best if that's like if it's a good and normal thing for you to go, oh, she's nice because she doesn't insult me to my face. I I don't think that's good. I don't think it's normal to think that. Henny didn't want Micah to be more. She only wanted Micah to be Micah. Did that mean then that Micah didn't look like Micah in that moment? But who else did she resemble if not herself? What had happened to her? Are you alright, Micah? Oh, look at your poor face. They should now kiss. Actually, I don't think they should. I think Henny is like a mother, but they are making it. This kidnapping could fix her exactly. It's like Beauty and the Beast, you know? Get kidnapped, find a hot person, fix, no more trauma. Get your run from home. Oh god. We are really supporting. Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome, that's the one. We're really just rooting for Stockholm Syndrome, huh? We really just went, yes, yes, you must get Stockholm's. You must get Stockholm Syndrome right now. Yuri time! Yeah, Yuri time. You're a bit late. They're about to kiss. No. Um, quick rundown. We replayed the scene I did yesterday at End of Stream. Micah got kidnapped, as did Henny, after passing out randomly from hitting her head, I think. They are now in a jail cell, and at least 3 sentences were dedicated to the fact that they have a pot to relieve themselves in, and about how disgusting it was. They are now connecting, and Mike is ashamed, which he has never been. And now we are getting some Stockholm syndrome activation because her sense of someone being nice is them not insulting her to her face. So yeah, Stockholm syndrome could fix her, you know. Average Yuri. I prefer Lima reverse Stockholm. Did you know Stockholm syndrome was made up by psychiatrists because the victims didn't hate their captain, not that they loved them. They also just hated the job, the cops, and yeah, I know the actual story about that, but still, I don't care if it's made up. I like the word. It This word Stockholm syndrome is a very nice word to say. And also, it's really funny to just go, yeah, you fell in love with the person who kidnapped you. Now go kiss. I agree. Yay. Everyone said slightly differently. The Yuri is not good for your back. I wanted to say something. I forgot. We should continue the kissing, girls. Chat, can I kiss you? Chat, are we kissing? Are you girls? We can make Yuri chat. Harry rose from the wooden cot, which creaked and crouched before her friends. Reaching out, still shaking, she cut Mike's cheek in her fingers and said, "You're bleeding." "I am?" "Yes, you've a nasty cut beneath your right eye and your cheek." Henny sucked in a breath, her expression grim. "It's all banged up. You're positively black and blue?" "I don't think that's positive." "Yes, oh, okay. Go over then. You know where I live. Get here then." "Get into the wizard's tower then, chat." "Only one that can kiss me with my girlfriend. Sorry, much skill issue. You have 2 girlfriends now. Hi." Oh, live update. You have 2 now. It's all banged up. It's still insane that you're telling someone they're bruised as fuck, and it's a positive thing. "I can't. I don't have a passport. A skill issue. Go rob a bank and get one." That's not how that works. That's not how a passport. You know what? Maybe it is. I want to be in a polycule. Get out of the house. Start flirting. Make clear you want that, and then you can have a polycule. I do. Well, do it more. Like, become homeless. People like homeless girls, right? That's a weird thing I've seen online. I don't flirt. maybe do. Maybe I should flirt. I got married 3 times on Twitch because I flirt with people. If I don't know how, it's not hard. I mean, maybe you are when you start flirting, but it's not hard. I haven't started HRT yet. Skill issue. If you're gonna start HRT, you can still flirt before you do so. It's easy. Info dump about what you like. Just call them hot. Watch Nix's VODs and you'll see how it's done. Mark's giving flirting advice on stream. Dude, my main activity on Twitch is flirting with my friends. I'm kinda grey romantic though. Okay, but if you want romance, you're gonna have to like fall in love first. So maybe still flirt. I Toddy doesn't work on me. I'm not a mirror. But generally though, flirting is really fucking easy. It's the fact that I struggle with it IRL because I'm Dutch and I flirt in English a lot. But like, if you're in an English country, it's easy. You have so many good words. Like, it's like, oh, I like your clothes. Thank you. I like yours too. Cool. I can take them off for you. That's if you're bought for me. Otherwise, you just tell them you like their clothes and like them better without. Just very easy one to start with if you're just looking to like go to bed with them. If you're looking for actual romance, just go to a bar. Don't have to drink. Just go to a bar, buy someone else a drink, and go, hey, you're really cute. Can I have your number? As a naturist, that would 100% work for me. I, I'm, I guess that's just a case of like do what you like. That's not really flirting. That's like telling me to put clothes on. That's I don't think that's how flirting works. But I mean, if it works, it works. You can always go with the very easy. Hey, did you fall from? How did it hurt when you fell? Fell from where? From heaven because you look like an angel. Or if you're at the goth party, you go, did it hurt to crawl up from hell? Because you're hot as the devil. I like the devil one a lot more. Because the devil is hot. That's a rule. We all know the Lucifer statues. So those are good. Info dumping is actually a good one. One of my buddies autism its way into the public queue, so I think it might have good advice. Yeah, yeah. It's a pronouns yes. Okay, it might have good ideas. Did it hurt when you nothing because you look like moderators? Ban them her. I don't know how to refer to you. I just realized there's like I don't know how many are fronting. Hey girl, nice tits. I'm taking. That one's really good actually. I like that one. I like that one. Don't worry about that one being pinned. Don't worry about it. That's a normal thing to happen here. But yeah, flirting. If you're just so you know, remember, if you go to any other city, they won't remember you. They don't know you. Hey, those bobas look heavy. Can I help you carry them? That's a classic one. But yeah, that one does work if you want to go to bed with someone that night. If you're like looking for actual long-term stuff, I would start with like, hey, I think you look nice. I don't know you're interested. Would you like to chat? Or just ask for someone's number, saying something like, hey, saw you across the bar, saw you across the room, saw you on the street, thought you looked really cute. If you want to, can we go grab a coffee someday? or like any other thing you like. But like something sweet and simple is always a good way to go. I lost my number. Can have Clover coming in with all the traditional ones. You do also have the hey, I don't have a number, but you are a 10. Did you fall from heaven because I think be the you might be the Cooper? Did you fall from heaven because I think you might be DB Cooper? I don't get that. I'm sorry. They're classic for that's fair, that's fair. Hey girl, wanna pet my cats? A DB Cooper reference is what I'm I'm missing something here that's definitely not a European thing. What the fuck is DB Cooper? DB Cooper is that guy who bumped red on a plane, jumped out, and is that guy who bumped red on a plane, jumped out, and vanished? No, no. I don't think I'm allowed 9/11 jokes in here. Using American Colgate. Okay, that's still insane though. Hey girl, are you? No, I'm not saying that one is strange just to not get in trouble. They never found him. I would hope not if you jump out of a plane. He threatened to explode the plane, jumped out with a parachute and several tens of thousands of dollars, and was the and 10K? Loki seriously claimed Loki did it because he lost a bet to him? Did you ever watch Loki the show? No, I did not. I'm not really a type of person to watch superhero stuff. I planned to several times and I didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll try to watch it through legal means. I'll figure it out. Maybe someday. That's that's not the button I meant to press. Where the hats, please? Trans pirates. Good job. That show caused an argument between two buddies of mine about self. Uh, okay. Anyway, here girl, nice ass. I'm gonna copy a shift. That one's just a compliment. Is it technically though? Because they're from alternate time. Look, I'm not dealing with another fandom where self-cest is an active thing, nor where alleged self-cest is. One's enough. Don't need more of those. Contact sender sites, by the way. I not a weird one. Just sender sites where with ships. It's that's normal part. We are not talking about me being in the Obey Me fandom, where technically the brothers who aren't brothers did fuck each other, but stuff happens. Yay. Loki gets scared, but Sylvie was an alternate timeline version of Loki. Oh, okay, but that's not the same name. And based on the name, I think that's a woman. So I don't think that's self-cessed. Does anyone in this thread smoke weed? No. Loki get the brothers Karamazov? No. Morningstar. I think they don't have a canon last name in Oh Baby. Loki's gender fluid. Fuck. Yeah, Trickster God, of course. Yeah. I don't. Is Sylvie also gender fluid? I can just Gibril. Loki can just Gabriel. Big girl, yeah. Yeah, even the mythology. Yeah, I know the mythology. I like Loki. I like mythology Loki. It's just trickster god. I know Loki is, but I don't know what Sylvie. If Syl controversial take, if Sylvie is gender fluid, that's self-cessed. If Sylvie is not gender fluid, that's not self-cessed. Purely because their names are different and your gender situation is biological. So if they are the same person in different timelines, just with different names or like born with other genitals, based on how they identify their gender, assuming they have the same labels in each other's worlds, that it's very complicated. Why the my cat's mad? My cat's now meowing in front of my door. Meow. I'm not opening the door for you. No. No. Nee. Okay, I have to say it in Dutch, then he listens. I never watched season 2, horse. Supergirl moment, don't ask. You mean like with Park, the Supergirl and Power dateable? Chat, what the fuck is this conversation? I'm going to let my cat in my room because he does keep meowing. But what the fuck is this conversation? I've never seen Loki season 1. Me neither. Don't worry. I'm gonna go get my cat. Okay, hello. I have returned. My cat just walked the circle again. Can we talk about Yuri and boobs now? Yay, Yuri! I love my girlfriend. I'm planning to return to India soon to see her. Aw, I hope you have fun. The only Marvel movie I seen was I think the first Captain America. I watched a few of them, but I don't remember their names. I know I watched Black Panther, both of them. I watched a Doctor Strange one with America, the girl, and I watched the one with the Chinese guy with the magic rings. I think those are the ones I know I watched. The only one, I also saw Spider-Man Homecoming. Strange, yeah, The Legend of the Ten Rings. Thank you. That one. I used to be an MCU fan. Asper emoji. Uh, okay. Why? Some more that weren't in the MCU. Yeah. Despair. Despair. Okay. I like Esper. Is this a Pokemon? Did I for Esper is a Pokemon, right? Wait. Esper Pokemon. Esper. Esper, not Esper. Okay, that makes sense. Aspers, yeah. I remember Pokemon. Alright, we wanna get back to girls kissing, right? I got to take a piece of chocolate, and then we can go to girls kissing again. Because lots of yapping means I get chocolates. Girls kissing, yeah. Fun fact, I got the Tony's bar to everything bar. They recently got a new wrapper for it, which is just trans flag colored. I'm also imagining boobs squishing against each other. Is that okay? Yeah, you can imagine anything you want. And when Dark Knight of Steel Supergirl is in love with Wonder Woman. Good for her. Good for her. Superman with Batman, Supergirl with Wonder Woman. Why the fuck not? Let them have fun. My cat got to be in my room. She walked the circle. She went out again. Now she's meowing again. Girls kissing. When I work on redrawing my room, I need to add a girls kissing poster. Yuri chocolate bar, no trans flag color. It's all banged up. You're positively black. That's what we were talking about. How the fuck did we get to this? You should, yeah. I mean, art is art, so I can do whatever I want. Oh, I hadn't realized. I'm sorry, Henny. What? Henny, you have pro, the, wow, we are great at talking. Positively is used as a synonym for absolutely. What the fuck? Narrative version, that's how we got to this. Yeah, 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 that makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Henry would procure a handkerchief from her skirt pocket. It unfortunately wasn't dirty. It for porque no lo do, and my Spanish is failing me. Some things. Porque no lo do? Why not both? Fuck. I was like, I know the both one. My brain was just a poor. Was not brainy. Why? Yeah, that's. I like how the not both part was working, but the why wasn't. I gotta do more Spanish lessons. I started learning very specific phrases, which I can only half remember. But yeah, I'm still learning. It's not been that long. Yeah, yeah. Don't. Me not. Shut up. Shut up. No. Eh. No. Fuck the Spanish. Sad face. Don't worry about it. Look, now it looks like why not both? Got asked and then someone was said. Women kissing, am I right? Yes. Kiss kiss, fall in love. Henny, who had procured a handkerchief from her skirt pockets. It unfortunately wasn't dirty. It fortunately wasn't dirty. Paused in her dabbing and Mike's face to look at her with bemusement. Why you apologize to me, you daft goose? You've done nothing to feel sorry for. I don't know. I'm just sorry for making you worry, I suppose. Oh, think not of it. It's my job to worry about you. I'm your maid, remember? Of course. I remember that much. My thoughts might be in a state of disarray for the present. I would never forget you. You are much more than my maid, Henny. You're my friend too. My dearest friend. And I could very well say the same about you. Oh, that's Henny. And I could very well say the same about you. That's why it hurts seeing you in such a frightful state. Do I look so very bad? Well, now, Henny scanned Mike's face, her brown eyes now bright with mischief. That depends on how honest you want me to be. Oh dear. Do I look as bad as all that? You certainly look better. Your face is as banged up as a windfall apple. An apple? Micah shook her head in wonderment. I hope. Oh. I suck at reading the names. Oh my god. Chat, I love y'all. So, kissy thumbs up emoji. Get called daft. Hands, snowflake, flag, hand, peace sign, bomb, peace sign, point, peace sign, death, flag, point, point right, point up, sun, set, tear, sad, flag, Christ, point left. That means something. I don't know what, but it means something. Dearest friend, you say? They've definitely kissed. Whinings for I too am a fan of girls' love. I love that. I too am a fan of girls' love. Why the fuck is girls' love though? Like, why are they sad? And why is Jesus there? God's the Fujoshi. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, chat. Gaster is a lesbian. It's not Fujoshi if it's a lesbian. That's just a wingdings for fair. Fair enough. What's your version of Fujoshi? Because isn't Fujoshi someone who loves yaoi? Fujoshi. Oh yeah, wait, fuck. Fujoshi is female fans who like boy stuff. Fujoshi for your Himejoshi. That's for female fans of Yuri. Uh, okay, so Fujoshi is fine for both. Technically, if it's women who like girl love, it's Himejoshi. And then if it's a male Yuri fan, they are Himedanshi or Yuri Buta. I am aware I am butchering those words, but I don't care. Fuck, I forgot Sam. Elvis is how many zeros is that? 100,000% a Fujoshi though. Those are called lesbians. Female fans of Yuri are called lesbians. No, doesn't have to be. I mean, could be a straight woman, you know? Could be a bisexual. Did you consider that? They might be bisexual. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to ask to ban wingdings. For the sole reason of I cannot read that, which is a case of like not allowed, sadly. I don't know how to say chat rules actually. Is there a way for me to like set rules on chat? I don't know how most this works. I do need to be able to read it, so if I could get a translation. I think I might be some manner of lesbian anecdote. I mean, yeah, you are. Wonder it's fine, but can I get a translation? Please. Please. I am right here, you know. You're cute. I only hope that the apple isn't riddled with worms. I don't think you've anything to worry about on that score, at least. Well, that is a relief. I suppose things could always be worse. Right you are, that's the spirit. You're still alive, and so oh, that I keep getting the wrong voice for. I call myself a curator, by the way. Curator of girl kissing? Yeah. What are you curating? Yes, okay. Then give us girls kissing right now. I'm opening my Discord. I expect girls kissing in my DMs. Thank you. Save image. Uh, is that March 7th the Trailblazer? Did did you did you send my Honkai? Did you send me Honkai Star Rail, Yuri? Yeah. Okay. Whatever. You okay? I have to go to get ready for a work job. No, you don't. No, the fuck you don't. Uh, save image. You really don't have to go. Please import. You wanna be girl mutuals? Share this with your girl mutuals. Thanks, Tumblr user Catcam. Blog deleted for this, definitely. Oh, I just moved my house here. That's a little bit too much, Yuri. Be unemployed like me, yeah. But work job give me money. Okay, you can go, but you have to spend your money to buy me more Yuri. Deal? You have to buy me another Yuri game. Sorry for sending. The fuck you mean? Sorry for sending it. You have sent me fan art of my main. Fun fact: I do play Honkai Star Rail. That's why I know them. I love March 7th. She is my favorite. I have chosen the female trailblazer for this one. Also, real quick, I said March 7th is my favorite, and I just saw the viewer count go from 3 to 5. People know what's going on here. I am jolly good. I play Warframe Freeman. Good. I play lesbians. Where do we put this? If I just. I'm gonna make it small, and it's gonna be right behind me. A little bigger. And if someone asks, I, I think we do it like that. Do we have the Tumblr user in? Yeah, why not? Okay. And then we layer that under the VTuber. Who wanna be? You just see the who wanna be with my head in front of it and just who wanna be? Who wanna be? Every romanceable character in Warframe is bisexual. Technically, they're all lesbians in Outer Wilds, which I. Wi-Fi's out for real this time. Oh fuck. The Yuri was too powerful. Twitch banned me. Oh, reconnection. You, hi. That one wasn't fake. This time I really was gone. Okay. I think I'm back. Oh my god. I just saw. Sorry. I accidentally opened my Discord and I'm just seeing Liam sharing clips. I'm scared to see those once I'm done. Hi, you're back. Yeah, this time I was gone for realsies. It was not just the fucking panic button. Guys, panic button tests. One of them is girl mutuals. I saw. Good job. I'll probably pin them to the channel later and like throw them on YouTube. You're still alive, and so am I, and we're together. That ought to count for something. Although, Henny finished wiping the worst of the congealed blood and muck from Mike's cheek, then drew back, her soiled kerchief gripped tight in her hand. Her expression newly dour, she said after a moment's pause, I am afraid that that your parents mightn't have been so fortunate. What? Mike's heart leaped in her chest at this somber announcement. What's happened to them, Henny? Do you know what's going on? You don't? I recall that we were traveling to Augsburg to visit my fiancé, but as for now, we came here. Mike closed her eyes in hope of remembering something, but again, nothing came. I have a feeling the man she mentioned is that fiancé she doesn't want to see. I am also tempted to send physical Yuri manga to Europe. Don't. You do have my address, don't send me shit. Do not send me anything. Last time my parents found out I actually gave my address to someone, they crashed out. Don't. I love you. If you want to give me Yuri stuff, just give me any Yuri dating game you know on Steam. Or visual novel. I don't really mind either. If you want to send me Yuri, do that. I don't know your address anyway. I have a lot of people I thought I gave my address to that don't know my address, which is concerning because now I don't know who I gave it to. Max closed her eyes in hope of remembering something, but again nothing came. Her mind remained stubbornly blank, as featureless as a snowy field, all flora blanketed in an untrammed whiteness. I'm afraid I cannot remember. Not a single thing. Nothing. I see. Annie grit her teeth together for a few moments, her eyes dark. She seemed to be weighing up her words, as a baker might measure out flour and sugar before speaking. That's not such a surprise, I suppose. You hit your hits. You hit your hits. You hit your head pretty hard back there. Might be for the best that you can't remember all of the gory details. I wish I could forget what happened myself, but Annie's voice trailed away as awkwardly she gripped her kerchief. That kerchief had been the only clean thing in Micah's and Henny's cell, but now it too was ruined, streaked with brown and red. How deep was the cut that Micah had sustained, and how much had she bled? This too remained a mystery. Micah did not know. There seemed much. There seemed much. All of a sudden, she was ignorant of. She felt so very unworldly she might as well have been a little girl again, enthused after she had successfully stolen the key to her family's mausoleum. Mike had not known as she stood in the chill entrance of the mausoleum that she was about to lower herself in a subterranean world of death and decay, though part of her had wondered. Henny. Micah took Henny's hand in her own, her cracked fingernails digging into her skin. What happened? Tell me, please, I want to know. Yes, I thought you might. That does make things a mite complicated, though. I don't want to be a bearer of bad news. Just promise you won't take against me for what I'm about to tell you. I've gone through a lot tonight already, and that would be the straw to break the camel's back. Henny, please. You should know that it's a trifle concern. I'm fully aware that none of this is your fault. You've only ever sought to protect me. I have no better friend than you, not in all the world. It's preciously because I want to protect you that I don't want to go into all this. I know it will upset you. Christ. It upsets me too. It's an upsetting situation, alright. It's rotten, really, what people are capable of, but. Henny paused. She sucked in a breath. Then, in a calmer tone, she said, just how much do you want to know? How much is there to know? Oh, I remember everything. I'll always remember tonight, I expect. Make quite the impression. Horrible things always do. Oh, there. Are things truly that dire? They're pretty bad, yes. Give me an abridged account then. I've no need to hear everything. Right, you are. Henny bowed her head in acquiescence, her face half swallowed by the shadows. The beam of light which had penetrated their drab cell had long since been extinguished. The moon obscured beneath the rolling fog. It was so cold in her cell Micah could not cease her shivers. Even her teeth felt cold, like a charge of ice implanted into her gums. Henry's proximity served as something of a comfort, but could not rid Mike of her trepidation. She knew once Henry replayed the past events to her, her life would no longer be the same. I was about to suggest getting a PO box, but not sure how easy that is. Not hard. I can get one, but also I'm not doing that. The issue is the strangers giving me shit, not the rest of the stuff. So we're not doing that for now. Someday we don't know. I don't know. How long have I back for real quick? I don't want to be. I have like an hour and a half, I think. Just because I am still a little EP. So we have about 10 more minutes left. I'm tempted to put it here because I know it's about to torture y'all that we don't get more. Sorry, by the way, that I don't have much time to stream right now. Once again, homework bullshit. Yay. Not a huge fan of that, but you know, it's fine. I'm gonna save the game. Act 1 in presence. I think it's a good point to end it. We can do a little. Nah. We could do a little yapping. I don't think we should. I feel really bad anytime I have to end stream with people still here. I'm like used to it being a case of like people leaving and then stuff happens. So I'll let me check. RAM is live, so we do a someone to rate for this. I feel bad. I know I didn't have much stream time, but I hope we could get further than just this. I'll see if like Wednesday I'll be here again. Hmm, don't think I will be Tuesdays. Yeah, so I think either tomorrow evening or Wednesday will continue. I'm sorry it's been so short. I didn't realize how late I started streaming. Okay, slash rate. Throwing that in. Thank you for being here. Once again, sorry it ended so early. I did not realize what time it was, so I hope you all had fun. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Why did it just started yelling at me? Okay. Goodbye.